"Your sister needs peace tonight, Illa. We canceled your birthday." My mother said it the way someone cancels a dental cleaning casual, routine, nothing personal. Except it was personal. It was my 18th birthday. The one night I had planned for, hoped for, waited for. I stood in the half-lit backyard, surrounded by decorations I'd hung myself. The warm Arizona breeze nudged the streamers. The chocolate chip cookies I baked were cooling on the table. No one had arrived, no one ever would. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I just blew out the unlit candles one by one, and something inside me shifted quiet, sharp, permanent. They mistook my silence for surrender. They had no idea it was the beginning of their unraveling. My name is Illa. If you'd seen my family from the outside, you'd think we were one of those polished, peaceful households, trimmed hedges, warm porch lights, framed vacation photos staged perfectly down the hallway. That illusion was their masterpiece. Inside the house, though, perfection had a cost, and the cost was always me. Growing up with Miranda meant learning to step aside before I even knew I was doing it. She was 5 years older, louder, and according to my mother, more sensitive. Sensitive when she didn't like her room color. Sensitive when she refused dinner. Sensitive when she slammed doors hard enough to shake the walls. When Miranda spiraled, the house revolved around her storm, and me, I was stronger, more understanding, the easy one. Just let her have it, Illa, you're good at sharing. Those words carved themselves into my childhood. She got the new clothes. I got the perfectly good hand-me-downs. She chose every TV show. I watched leftovers. She took the big bedroom. I was given the one with better sunlight. Sunlight doesn't make invisibility feel any less suffocating. Still, I kept believing one day things would balance out. Turning 18 felt like that day, a moment that might finally belong to me. My parents even suggested a small backyard celebration. I decorated, I baked, I planned. For once, the spotlight seemed to inch toward me. But as sunset dipped behind the fence and the plates remained untouched and my phone stayed painfully silent, the truth settled in my chest. Even my 18th birthday wasn't mine. At 9 p.m., when I couldn't stand the hollow quiet anymore, I walked inside. My parents were on the couch watching TV, not surprised to see me, just mildly annoyed like I'd interrupted something meaningful. "Where is everyone?" I asked. My father didn't look up. "We canceled the party. You know how delicate Miranda is right now." I blinked, delicate, because she didn't get to go on her trip. My mother sighed dramatically. "She's been crying for 2 days. You know how hard she takes things. She's 23. I'm the one turning 18. Before I could say more, Miranda descended the stairs in a satin robe, hair immaculate for someone falling apart. "What's with the yelling?" she asked lazily. "You're stressing me out." Something in me snapped, not loudly, just cleanly. "You canceled my birthday for her tantrum." Miranda smirked. "If I'm miserable today, you should be too. That's called empathy." Empathy. A word that had been thrown at me like a leash for years. But she had never not once had to show it back. "I'm done," I whispered, and the room shifted. Then the doorbell rang. Everyone froze. My mother's face drained. My father finally muted the TV. Miranda rolled her eyes, irritated. But when the door opened, and my grandfather Edward Stern stood there, tall, composed, disappointed, everything changed. He didn't step in at first. He scanned the room, the robe, the abandoned backyard decorations behind me. "What's happening here?" he asked, his voice low but devastating. No one answered. He looked at me. "They canceled my birthday," I said quietly. "For Miranda." His jaw tightened, that subtle expression I'd only seen when he was truly angry. He stepped inside, closing the door with a soft click. "Is that true?" he asked my father. "It's complicated." My father stammered. "It's not," I said. "They lied to everyone and told them I was sick." My mother flinched. Miranda scoffed. Edward stared at all three of them. "You canceled her 18th birthday for a tantrum." Miranda bristled. "I wasn't having a tantrum, I was overwhelmed." "You're 23, he said flatly. "She's 18. Then he turned to my parents. "And you enabled it." Silence, the kind that exposes everything. Finally, he asked me softly, "Illa, do you want to leave with me?" No one had ever given me a choice before. "Yes." My mother gasped, not out of fear of losing me, but fear of what losing me meant for them. "Go pack," Edward said gently, And for the first time ever, I walked upstairs without shrinking. I packed quickly, not out of fear, but because each folded shirt felt like reclaiming a piece of myself. My room had always felt like a borrowed space. Now I knew why. When I came down, the air was thick. My mother's arms were crossed, face cracking between disbelief and insult. My father hovered helplessly. Miranda sat on the stairs, annoyed. Edward waited by the door, steady, protective. "Ready?" he asked. I nodded. My mother stepped forward. "Illa, don't be impulsive. Your sister didn't mean to hurt you. We'll plan another celebration." "You canceled the one I had," I said. "And you didn't even tell me. It was a misunderstanding. My father tried. No, it was a pattern. That shut him up." Miranda scoffed. "Oh my God. It was just a birthday." I turned to her. "Only in this house does one daughter have to disappear for the other to feel okay. You're dramatic," she hissed. Edward stepped forward. "Enough." Silence fell instantly. "You've treated Illa like an afterthought for years." He told my parents. I'm done watching it. My parents paled. "This isn't a negotiation." He opened the door. I stepped into the night. The air felt cooler, softer, free, but my story wasn't done. The next morning came the texts. "Come home, Illa. We miss you. Miranda is fragile right now. Don't ruin the family." Fragile. Of course. Edward made me breakfast. Eggs, toast, fruit. Peace, stability. "You're safe here," he said, "for as long as you need." For a week, I lived the life I didn't know existed. Quiet mornings. No yelling. No shifting my emotions around someone else's storms. Then the texts escalated. "Tell us what you need." So I did. "Miranda needs to move out permanently. Not for revenge, for clarity." Their response came 2 days later. "Miranda will stay. You've proven you can't be trusted. You're jealous and ungrateful. We only wanted you back so you could help fix things with Edward." There it was, the truth. I blocked them, and the silence that followed felt like freedom. Their perfect image collapsed without me propping up my corner. Clients left my father's firm. My mother's friends drifted away. Miranda eventually moved out, the tension too heavy even for her. I didn't celebrate it. Revenge wasn't the point. Walking away was. Life with Edward settled into something soft, steady, real. I applied to college, got accepted. Caleb walked me home every day. The future opened like a quiet sunrise. One evening, sitting on Edward's patio, watching the mountains glow, something inside me finally let go. Leaving hadn't broken me, it built me. If you relate to this story, hear me clearly. You're not dramatic. You're not ungrateful. You're not alone. Sometimes the loudest thing you'll ever do is choose yourself.